Breaking news from the NFL, Tom Brady taking to social media today, announcing he will not return to the New England Patriots, ending a 2-decade reign as the quarterback of the franchise. Let's bring in Steve Wyche from the NFL Network, who joins us from Los Angeles right now. My first reaction, Steve, was holy crap. We knew this was possible, but I don't know if anybody really felt it was probable. What was your reaction when you found out the news?
Yeah, and speaking to folks over the past week to 10 days, it seemed like it was more probable. Very few people I spoke with around the league thought that he was going back. And not so much because he was dying to get out, but it seemed like there was more of a feeling, as we're kind of noticing by the statements from Brady and Belichick and the Patriots, there was kind of a mutual parting of the ways. Like, Tom wanted to try something new, the Patriots, like they wanted to move on. And I think once you kind of got the vibe from the Patriots, like, hey, we're going to let him hit free agency, then, that's with the feeling that, okay, he's gone. Because, teams, like, look what the Saints are doing with Drew Brees. They're not letting him test free agency.
Right.
But the Patriots are willing to do that for Tom. And remember, last year, he negotiated a contract so they couldn't franchise tag him. So he could have the opportunity to hit free agency. So I think this is a mutual parting of the ways, and it's going to be weird to see him in another uniform, but that's just where we are right now.
Who's bidding for Tom Brady at this point right now, then?
Well, we know for sure two teams, and that's the LA Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There could be a sleeper team in there. You honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Could it be a team like the Colts? Maybe. That would be somewhat of a surprise, but not really. And can you imagine if he finished out his career in the house that Peyton Manning built? That would just be insane. But I do think it's really come down to Tampa and the Chargers. I don't think it's the Niners. Maybe the Raiders are in play. Maybe. I really don't know about that. But I do know the Chargers are willing to do. I live in LA. They're going to be sharing a stadium with the Rams. There is very little fan base out here for the Chargers. This is turning into more of a Rams city because they were here a year earlier. And he would inject an incredible lifeblood into that Chargers organization that it desperately needs.
Will that lifeblood be more business-oriented? Because I'm trying to wonder what Tom Brady, the quarterback, still has left in 2020. We've been waiting for him to crack for, it seems like, a decade now, and last year was maybe the first time we saw some of that. What does Tom Brady still get to offer on the field?
Well, look, he's not the same guy that we've seen, but he comes in with just the unbelievable wealth of experience, a way of winning that we haven't seen from any NFL quarterback. Look, he's the best to ever do it. And that he'd be coming to a team, whether it's Tampa Bay or the Chargers, that have more offensive weapons than he's had in New England for years. I mean, the Chargers, they've got a decent running game, as do the Buccaneers. But look at the wide receiving targets. Look at the tight end targets. The Buccaneers have a better offensive line. Both teams playing divisions where even with Tom Brady, if he were to join those divisions, he would be on teams that would be second best. I mean, even with Brady, no one thinks the Buccaneers are going to be better than the Saints, and maybe not better than the Falcons. And for the Chargers, even with Brady, are they better than the Chiefs? Maybe. Remember 2 years ago when the Chargers were playing at a higher level, they were right there with the Chiefs. They split in the regular season. They got into the playoffs, and they lost, and they lost to the Patriots in New England. But I think the Chargers are probably a little bit closer to competing, and Tom Brady would like to stay in the AFC to maybe take one more shot against the Patriots, in 2020.
How funny would that be? We don't know the odds of what his new team's Super Bowl chances would be. We do know the Patriots are now 20-1, the worst odds they've had since 2002. Steve, thanks so much for joining us.